Duck, duck, goose, found a pussy in a dollar bin. Guess you forgot your galana bin. Can't get loose, get your guts, got your tongue again. Rope burn on your hand, are you numb yet? I can go, but I can't medication. Learning that I can deal with everything. Every night, I can make it illegal. And if it goes, that's what goes. Stood by your side through all of the lies, watching you cry from get on your knees, apologize, please. Why don't you die for me? Okay, real things, that diamond ring. On your knees, test please, don't let you die. Back alone, but you can't case. I can leave it in. That's what goes.
They haven't set up their positions well, allowing cats. Oh my god! Oh, good evening, everyone. We are back with Firewalls Asia tournament, and we will be following Group 4 tonight. This stream will be following GB versus DST, and then the upper bracket finals. Radox will be following the other match in Group 4, which is going to be NQE7 versus UI, and he will also be streaming upper bracket final. On the other hand, there's coverage on other streams, on other matches. Just going to bring it to you in Group 1. In Group 1 we have PGMT versus Kane, and that will be streamed by Coke Bottle. On the other hand, we have Group 2 with RM vs BB. That will be streamed by Bilibili, and that will be on Bilibili, obviously. And then Eternal Zizan will be streaming 9V versus E4D. 9V is also known as Cam 1, so we will be streaming that. And this is going to be the coverage for tonight. Just a brief reminder of what's going on. I say a few days ago, we have the qualifying rounds. Those matches are played to figure out the seeding. No teams are knocked on this one, but the teams here they cannot use. I think now using PC's banned for this one. No. They're just not allowed to spectate. They're not allowed to spectate, but they are allowed to play. So if it is a PC player, then they can play. Some of the teams here have already used 2 slots. There are only 3 days that you can use, so not a lot of days left. So for teams that have not used their quota, they can use it tonight, and I think tonight could be very important in terms of advancing to the next round. This is the final table. We have Arch 2 getting 5 points, and E4D 5 points as well. U and UI DST 3 points each. Salwin got 1 point, winning against Iris in the end, and but they will settle for the last seed. So that means they will be fighting against Feast, PGMT, and Kang. They will be up against Feast first, and we will see. This is going to be interesting to watch. I think the most exciting group will be Group 3. I think HLV, 9V, and E4D. They are very strong teams, and Group 2 is not far behind as well. So we're going to see what's going to happen. Before we continue, let's get into the room. And apologize, we'll try and get everything set up as soon as possible, but the problem is it's getting a little bit it's a bit slow. I'm trying to use Photoshop while I'm streaming, but apparently it's not possible. Just the Photoshop is just really slow. But anyhow, so that means the stream will be lagging quite a lot. I think there will be a lot of skipped frames. Just my laptop can't really handle. But I hope that the graphics will be ready very soon. Just hopefully give me some few minutes and so on. I think we'll be fine in the end. Just going to close Discord for a moment. Maybe that will solve some issues. And we are seeing here just have to log in. Let's try again. No, not this one. Right, thank you for the viewers so far. Seems I can't load Photoshop up, which is not good. Still loading, but it's loading very slow. Finally, it's loaded, but I just need to log into my... And the game should start beginning any moment. Yes, it's going to be GB versus DST first. But unfortunately, you're going to suffer a little bit of wrong information down below, and the lack of logo for DST, because the problem is I have no time to get it set up just in time. And my Photoshop is just cannot. Everything's so slow. That's not good. I wish I have a much better computer with me, because really I am just unable to even change my screen. I can't even get into the game now. This is bad. Now I know you see the game, but I can't get into the game. Jesus Christ. I apologize. You have to wait for a few moments here. It's just nothing is working at the moment. And my task manager is not responding. Okay. Now we are into the game. So with the release of M60, we have to go reconnect. My game crashed, so that's just always a good start. Yeah, I wish I had better CPU. I think usually it's just the CPU is just unable to handle with the pressure that is imposed by streaming and playing game at the same time. Maybe this is something that I need to invest in future. A new laptop, a new desktop. I need a desktop. I'm not sure whether I will still. I will have to probably move around in a few years, so not something that I should be investing in. Right, RIP. Already GB lost 3 tanks. I'm sorry that we have lost quite a big part of this coverage here. They have lost 5 tanks already, so DST is starting really well actually. I can't even load into the game now. It's just not good. Alright, but they're just going really aggressive now. Monaco's the last person standing, and it's going to go down very soon. And it's going to be the case. First game goes to DST, and we missed a huge chunk of it. I'm sorry, but my laptop is not doing really well. It's not starting really well today, so that's not good. So first game goes to DST. Is my laptop, oh gosh, still not responding? Great, here we are. However, it's a bit bugged. Now you're hearing the voice, hearing sound of cap points. It's not good, but so far we are seeing DST 1-0 against GB. And with the release of the M60, I think it's a really good tank. So I think it's going to be in the meta sooner or later, maybe in the Blitz Premier Cup that you'll be seeing next week. It's going to be a huge. It's going to be hugely important for the teams. Has really good turret armor, mobility is good. I'm not sure about DPM, but I think a lot of areas the M60 will shine. I'm just a little bit worried about Kramwagen. It's going to be phased out gradually. It doesn't have DPM, the speed is not very good. It has good turret armor, but then you have the hull, that can be an issue. But with M60, it's the hull can be quite bouncy, and you have to spend some time to aim right. So now we're going to be seeing GB versus DST, with GB going with double ice force by Officer at Berlin, Yogai Govinda and Tokyo double mouse, double T110E5, and we also have Demon in T22 medium. Vickers Light will be played by Monaco, and we have Kramwagen that will be played by Doha. On the other hand, we have DST with AMX50B by Don Don, not have peace and play these double ice for Kramwagen by Ra Ra Ra, Campbell's double T110E5 alongside Kanabu, and Manko is in the biggest slide. I informed that Manko is a slurf in Japanese, but interesting to note. But Pleiades tried to cross, but unable to do so, with GB punishing Pleiades really well. And is he able to put a shell into Officer here? That is not going to be enough to reset C, and that means GB will have the cap lead this time. Yes, Chippy Chips, big lag in the first game. So I think now it's going to go much better. So I apologize for the initial mishap a little bit tonight. But at the moment we're going to be seeing DST now holding in the northwestern corner with both A and B there, and GB with D and C and D captured. They're looking to defend. They have the cap points. They also have the hit points. So it's all on DST here to reset the caps and also chip away hit points of GB. They need the hit points, and they need the caps back. And GB, they just need to defend in this situation. There's not much they could do at this moment. They just have to make sure they don't drop unnecessary hit points. Meanwhile, DST, they have to work with that Vickers Light. This tank is going to be very important in getting some spots up. Not trying to blind fire though, because they can't. But because they have to kill a tank at least to bring the cap points back to their favor. The deficit is within 3 points, so that means 1 kill is enough, and a temporary cap stop will also do the job. But with C close to where the enemies are, it's going to be difficult to impose a cap stop. You have a double ice for there to defend C, and I'm not sure how you could do it to do a cap stop and then defend backwards, because with that you're probably going to lose a lot of hit points doing so. So the only thing they could do is to shut down a tank at least, and then I think at this moment in time they could only just kill all 7 tanks. I think getting a cap would be very important, but I think their main goal is to kill all 7 tanks, and if they cannot do it, I think they will have a high chance to lose. And absolutely DST must be very decisive in making a rotation, because If they hesitate, GB is going to punish them hard. And you've already seen Don Don is getting punished bit by bit, and that tank is in a position that is not supported. So great job to GB for punishing it, for punishing that tank. So they cannot defend. They cannot sit back and find where and pray that the GB is going to be out of position. They are not going to do that. So DST absolutely find a way. They need to find a way to rotate. Sooner or later, they need to make a rotation. And the cap point's going to take into 800 cap points now. And I think, hello Netforce, DST and Winterfox, DST needs to make a move sooner or later. They have to do it now because they have very little time yet. What they need to do, they have to kill one tank. They have to absolutely kill one tank out. Berlin seems to be the suspect for this. If they can kill one tank at around 900 cap points, that's going to be really important. But Pleiades can't be the one in charge, leading the charge. 900 cap points. If they don't do it, make a move now, DST, GV will win it outright. So I'm not sure what DST is waiting here. It's going to be definitely GV with the win. If they don't do anything, then GV will be winning by caps. And now DST is going to make a move, but GV is totally ready for this Tokyo rotating. But Burner is going to drop down. I don't think he will allow DST to kill it off, but obviously the focus is now on Tokyo. Can they kill off Tokyo? And with actually DST capturing C briefly, Rara being dead, they've managed to get a C cap stop just in time. That means, I'm sorry, I forgot to change. It's going to be DST with the win, and that was the interesting one. Apologize, I forgot to change the overlay. Come on, not this one. Since I'm not starting really good with the streaming, I'm still struggling a little bit. We are now on to Camp Steer, and it's now match point to DST. Who has thought of this one? But that was a very big gamble for DST. It could have backfired, to be honest with you, if not really for, them holding enough hit points and also getting a cap stop on B just in time, because otherwise it's just only one split second before GB is able to kill a tank off. If GB is able to kill that tank off, and I think it have been a GB win. So now we are going with GB ready up with Officer Burning Double Ice 4, Double T125 by Yogai Gavinda Tokyo, Demon in the T22, Monaco and Vickers Light and Doha in the Kramwagen. DST is going with Campbell's and Rara in Double T125, Manko and Vickers Light Not Have Peace, Ice 4, and also Don Don with Pleiades in the Kramwagen and Kanabo, or in the Hori. Pleiades will be changing probably. He's back. They are back in the Kramwagen, and we will begin very soon. And we are now on to Camp Steer. So blue team would be DST, north spawn, and south spawn would be GV red team. So the double team 185 would be committing their forces near C with Berlin and Officer, double eyes for crossing the river, and Tokyo will be getting C very soon. But he spotted though, so I'm not sure if he's able to get C. Oh no, he's going past C, so it's GV now. Oh, Pleiades, they are in deep trouble here. They have to run away as soon as possible before GV is able to punish Pleiades out of the game. And it's missed by Tokyo. Yogai Govinda. Is he able to put a shell? I don't think so. Pleiades is able to get out of this safely with Demon getting hold of B. Not FP's holding here, but DST. Oh, I think they're looking to make a counter push. Oh my goodness me. I don't think GV will be happy about this, but we are all here for this. I think they have 5 tanks. They have to be quick though. But they might be waiting for a little bit for GV to actually defend, get positions to defend for a moment though, because when they do so, GV will spread the tanks out a little bit. But look at the forces now from DST. Big push onto Tokyo, dropping the reactive armor. Lots of shots been fired, but the hit point's still with GV at the moment. The push from DST is not working really well. Actually, Pleiades is going to be the first tank down in this game. If Yogai and Govinda is still alive for unknown reason, the Tokyo is going to be the focus for DST. With Tokyo now dead, Yogai Govinda dropping the reactive armor. He is going to go down very quickly. And now he's a one-shot. Cam was looking to shut Yogai Govinda down. With Officer now going to be next tank down for DST. But Rara is also dead. So it's now 5 versus 5. Don will be putting a good show to Officer. Officer needs to get out of this with not have peace. Now the focus for GV's forces. And not have peace now dead with Campbell's shutting down Officer. And now it's going to be 4 versus 4. The hit points now in favor of DST. DST actually. Oh, I think it's going to be an upset right here. It's looking really strong for DST right now. Doha is now a one-shot. And just only 1 shell from Don is going to kill off Doha. And it's going to be the case. And that would leave 3 tanks remaining for GV and 4 tanks remaining for DST. And this is Asia 7 for you. No team is actually... I don't think... You're saying right here... I think summer season is going to be really exciting to watch. The usual suspects, for example GV, not very confident in securing a top 4 spot with that. With DST looking very strong now. I don't know what to say about this, but really GV is struggling to make a win in this one. Demon is now dead, but DST looking very good at the moment with Berlin going to go down at any second, and he's down. And that leaves Monaco the last person standing, and that means GV losing 0-3. And I've no words for this. It's the best of 5 series, and that means DST will be moving into the upper bracket final, and we will find out which team they're going to be facing. C is also getting captured by DST now, so they have 4 3-caps. So I have no idea what to say about this. So really, DST 3-0 to GV. Don spotted getting shots on the crossing, but will it be enough? I don't think so. They've got all 3 caps, and DST will be very happy about this result, and they are now going to be in the next round. And GV will be moving down to the lower bracket first round, but look at this. Don doing more than 5,000 damage, and GV 3k damage, 3 tanks doing more than 2k, so that's not the best, not the most ideal, but it is going to be the case. It is what it is, and we are going to be streaming the upper bracket final next. We'll find out which team we're going to be facing. So well done to DST. Okay, so that means I will be. What I will do next, I will quit the game, and then I will get the graphics up for you guys, and hopefully it's not going to lag too much. So while you're here, just wait for me for a few moments, and I think it would be better if I show you the screen. So that means the GB are moving down to the low record first round with NQE7 versus UI. NQE7, we have yet to we have yet to know the. We still don't know the results of that yet, and that will come through very soon. And while I do that, I will do stuff behind the scenes, and I'll be back very soon. We have people now here. We have hello Pronyo, hello Chippy Chips, and hello Steven as well. Okay, I'm back for a little bit. Now everything should be ready. I just need to find this. Okay. So from what I'm seeing here, there are no results. So they really need to do something about this. So we don't know which one which team we are facing next. So God bless me. We will know something soon. Because there should be results coming in. But I mean, our games finish quite quickly, so that could also be a thing that I have asked. Because we don't know NQE7 versus UI. What's going to happen? We have no idea. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Zerg. And my game is not responding. That's not nice. Alright, so we are back. The room. I think there will be a new room probably. Still waiting for NQE7 versus UI. We just need to get the password. No. Feast versus PGMT. That. Oh, NQE7 versus UI still going. So we have some results already. DTG won Arc2 3-1. RN versus BB, they have won 3-1. Feast 3-0 against Salmon. PGMT 3-0 against King. And HLV 3-0 against Iris. DST 3-0 against GV. That was a big upset here. But E4D 3-0 against 9V. That's another upset. Oh, thank you, Zerg. Although tournament streams aren't the best source, for improving your gameplay in general, they are here. They're here just to improve your tournament gameplay and how your team works, something like that. You learn a lot more if you operate a team in tournaments, and if you want to learn how to play tournaments, then these streams will work really well for you. But if you want to play really well, if you want to increase your skill, then I think it's better if you follow some of the very good players in this game. For example, his Royal Fatness, Juicy Tender Steak, Object 3, General, just to name a few. They are really great players, and they play random matches from time to time, so I think you will learn more from them instead of the tournament streams, because really this is more about team play rather than improving your individual skills. So currently it's NQE7 versus UI, so I think maybe we can hop over and watch what they are doing. So I'm going to hop over. Yep, so far it's 2-1. Don't know, we might be able to follow their tiebreaker. So at the moment it's here. At the moment we have NQE7 with lots of people from GSM. So I think the next season we might see NQE7 representing under the clan tag of GSM. Hello Alpha, and with UI, with these players, so we don't know what's going to happen. NQE7, also known as the clan which won the Challengers Tournament last season, so they are actually one of the contenders for winning the group outright. And we also saw DST knocking out GV being also one of the notable clans here. So I don't know what you'll be expecting from this, but this is going to be really interesting. But it's now 2-2 for NQE7 and UI. So we are into a tiebreaker on to New Bay, that is. They are allowing me to stream, so okay. Well, up to you then. So you're also seeing NQE7 versus UI, so maybe I'm just going to change stuff up very quickly. You will be finding it on the stream who is going to go through to the next round and facing DST. We know DST is going to be facing one of the teams here, but how about this one? I'm sorry to kind of steal some viewers from Outdogs, but you know, we can't just sit like 30 minutes and then hopefully you come back, because that won't happen. So very quickly, I'm just going to change the overlays on the next one, very quickly. Why not have NQE7? Oh, I have it, but I don't know why it's just not showing up. There we go. And then we have UI on the next one. So we are now on to New Bay. This is going to be the game that is going to be important. I don't think any one team here would want to lose, because otherwise they will be up against GV. And I must say, with the introduction of Silver Series, I think Summer Season is going to be very, very competitive for the Asia server. I mean, they are all very closely matched. So we have 4 Crown Bargains by Blanks, Holy Water, Legacy, and Slimy, with Taipei and Happy Double Bows Tank, T22 UI with Game King and Zero Double Crown, Dr. Falcon and Course Alpha Double 50Bs, Hunky Wardens in the T125 alongside Hori, and also Lancelot. Here we are, New Bay. Tiebreaker, GSM or NQE7 against UI. And let's see how good NQE7 is. Heading up high, red team on the north spawn, blue team on the south spawn. So a lot of actions happening around the A side, with Tank Pro looking to capture B as soon as possible, but GSM heading mostly to the hills, to the bridge side. Great first shot into Zero. The Slimy will be looking to put another great shot into Zero, and already taking more than 900 damage. It's not going to be good stuff for UI by any means, but EQE7 is getting B as well, with the double bouncers trying to come up on top, but they are not spotting anyone, so that means I don't think this is going to be a working... this strategy is probably not going to be working to what they expect, but of course Alpha is going from behind off Blanks. I was going to put a good shot into Blanks, but of course Alpha gets absolutely smacked while trying to do that move, but unfortunately Blanks and also Legacy is now getting pinched. Blanks is going to be very low now, and he's going to be the first tank out, but UI, they have lost Dr. Falcon as well. Of course Alpha and Zero now very, very low. The double mouse have come up to shut down the tanks here. Game King is not going to be long for this world, and this is a total carnage for UI. They are now trying to shut down Legacy, but will it help? I don't know, but it's now going to be 6 vs 5 with Lancelot now a one shot. It's going to be killed. Cost Alpha also one shot, and Game King is horrendously trapped there, unable to run away from this, so they are going to go down very quickly. With Horizon, Hunky Warden tracked, receiving some shells, but Game King, with Hunky Warden now dead. Game King is still the focus for NQE7, with Game King now dead. It's looking more like UI is going to join GV in the lower bracket first round. And Course Alpha is going to die, and with Horizon, not going to be long for this world, with Taipei trying to drop down. I think they need a little bit of a nudge. Oh, my hair is stuck! Oh, they got unstuck. But holy water! Oh, that was funny. Horizon is going to go down. I don't think it's going to be funny for UI, because they're going to be facing UI next. No, they're going to be facing GV next, and it's going to be even harder than NQE7, I would say to you. Not to say NQE7 is a bad team, but GV winners of the winter season, you don't want to be in this situation, but well done to NQE7, 3-2 against UI. On 5 tank sumo 2k here, UI lost too many hit points already, and I think they had an idea to shut down tanks, but NQE7 is totally ready for this, and I think I think there's a little bit lack of communication as well with the first 50B trying to flank from behind but getting little support because all the tanks from AQE7 is focusing that. It makes it to be has UI made a move to react to that 50B getting focused. I think they could have punched a big hole in NQE7's forces, to be honest with you, but alas, it's a bit too much to overcome. So well done to NQE7, and NQE7 will be facing DST next. Alright. So we only have around 14th, 5th, 6th, 17 minutes left, so that's still a lot of time. Ooh. Okay. So do we have updates of some of the results? We're just going to get out this for a brief moment. I think it's still going to be this room, I believe. They haven't updated their website yet, so we'll have to wait and see. Ah, that was very quick. That's just a stream, I believe. Not an re-upload, but so next will be DST versus NQE7. Oof. Okay. So they want me all. Okay, so Maddox will be streaming DST versus NQE7. Oh, Eternal Zinzan's going for RN versus DPG. Not E4D versus HLB. I thought he would take that match because that was an internal Japanese derby. That would be really. There are two rooms for this. Which one should I take? Because one is by Cheese Balls, which is also known as Nat Backwards, another one is Severula. I don't know which one I should take, to be honest with you. We have to wait. Okay. There we go. There's this room we are going to be going to. So next we have HLB versus E4D. So I'm gonna change. This while we wait. And I think it's going to be very exciting. E4D. I have to make sure I have to warm up myself and give my passionate commentary. Well, I have to also change the description there. Maybe not, because I didn't mention which clans are going to be there. So, well, I'll change it in our screen. That's not group 4, that's group. What group is it? This one. Before I continue, I have to once again get off my game so that it won't crash my laptop. And that was got the logos right. Okay, we have results coming through. There. And HLB versus E4D, that would be group 3. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to close the game once again, and then I will. I see Young Kun streaming this one as well, so you won't miss anything in this one. Okay, well, meanwhile, we have results. So it's going to be Feast versus PGMT in Group 1 upper bracket final. So, I will update this for you shortly. And the next one is 2, 3. Hope it updates itself. It did. So it's going to be Feast versus PGMT in the upper bracket final. DST versus NQE7 there. And next we also have RM versus DTG. Not sure why it's Arctoon. I think that's a mistake there. But next Shelby will be facing E4D next. That's weird. It's group 3 we are doing. I'm just going to close Discord window. Hopefully, Photoshop will load fine now. Here we go. Okay, we are going to go back, so hopefully we'll have more viewers very soon. Here we are. Okay, and now in the right room. So here we go. HLV versus E4D. E4D, also known as 7-star. I'm just joking, but they play it like 7-star. The games are very aggressive. So HLV is now going with 7-1 on Hellas with Crown Bargain. Their star by Blue Planet. We don't see that often, but you don't know. Monstercat and Joy Solo Q and Double Ice 4 with from Abyss Crown Bargain Safety Zone in the biggest light, and Koyu in a T125. E4D is going with Tommy in the T125, potentially arrived in the biggest light, Complex, Crown Bargain Mama, and the Gorilla and Caffeine in the Sheridan. I have no idea if it's even possible for E4D to take these tanks. Only 5 tanks. They're really mounting a big challenge of themselves. This is going to be a tough hill to climb, but it's going to be 30 past very soon, so they have to show up at any moment. Well, we'll wait. I think there is a 3 minutes of allowance, if I remember correctly. So hopefully they will show up very soon. Okay, now E4D has the team here with I think we will be seeing a lot of clipping tanks still, and double ice 4, not something you'll be expecting, especially when we're talking about a clan that is emulating 7-star strategies. So I'm very interested to see how they're going to work with the IS4s. Great armor, but the gun is not good. And it definitely is not a clipping tank. So if Papa is going to take the T22 on Victor's Light, I think that tank will be used for sporting, and I really think you should at least take one medium light on Hairless. It's a bit open, and also you do want to have a medium light in case the other team is going for it's going to get all the caps, and you have to get caps back in order not to lose the game. We saw that happening for a lot of clans, so E4D has to be really careful about not taking any mediums lights. But they are going with Tommy, Mama, and Kathy, triple Ice Force, triple Crown Bargain by Arrived, Complex, and LGBT with Papa and the T125 HLV. Double T125 by 7710 and Koyu, double Ice 4 by Blue Planet, and then Joy Solo Q, double Crown Bargain by Ball Sortie, and from Rabbits and Safety Zone in the Victor's Light. So we're going to begin in any second. We just have to wait until the room moderator ruler has pressed that button, and they have. There we go. Double Ice Full, and we are in the game. Red team will be HLV with blue team E4D committing most of their forces onto potentially A and B. But Papa is spotted, Arrived is also spotted, but Safety is going to get A very quickly. But they're going to run away very quickly because Arrived might be there to shut it down. Caffeine's going to get B, so that means E4D will have a cap lead, but C might be taken by HLV very quickly, and this can be very important for HLV because once again, as I emphasize, E4D does not have a beatable right. So if HLV manages to capture C while able to, put some pressure to both A and B, it's actually going to be E4D that is under some sort of trouble. But Blue Planet is going to get C, and I think they will not be reset. With Borsorti taking a little, not taking any hit, but Safety Zone a little bit. E4D is actually trading better. They have a hit point pool lead, but they're just going to defend safely. Mama has to be really careful, however. She has taken a little bit of hit by 7710, and they are unable to get A as well. That being said, E4D has a very strong hit point pool advantage, and also a cap advantage. Complex Mind taking a little bit of hit. They have to stop dropping unnecessary hit points because HLV, once again, as always, they are the clan which will punish a lot. Iris, I don't think they qualified. I have to double check. Just give me a few seconds. I think they lost. But they have to be really careful. Complex Mind taking a splash. So HLV is trying their best to chip away hit points of E4D, and E4D will be in a little bit of trouble. They are defending quite. They are quite spread out, to be honest with you. So chances are, HLV just need to be decisive, and I think E4D might have a little bit of trouble. So Iris, they lost to HLV, so it won't be streamed tonight. So this is going to be the last game that will be streamed tonight. So we are seeing HLV potentially lining up for a push on A, and E4D must be ready for this. They have the Crown Bargains, but Crown Bargains is not a good tank to defend because it has really low DPM. We have the burst damage, but when you're getting rushed over, that means it's the other team's not going to be isolated. Crown Bargains work the best when it's isolated and when they are aggressive. So with HLV moving in now, trying to shut down Complex Mind, dropping their speed boost, a little bit of trouble in terms of pulling back, bumped into a rock. And I think HLV has to take out Complex Mind really quickly. Complex Mind's on the big reload now. They are taken out, but Arrived very well be the next tank down. This is looking very bad for E4D at the moment, but HLV still doesn't have the hit point pool lead and also the caps, but they have a gun up. So the front bar is going to go down very soon. But Blue Planet, however, might be isolated, but they have Safety Zone behind. So Safety Zone will be looking to shut down Mama, and Mama will take a hit by Safety Zone. And Papa's trying his best to defend Mama because you know when you're a couple and you don't defend the other couple, your partner, then you know what's going to happen. Very bad things will happen to you. So otherwise, it's going to be 6 versus 5 with Mama now dead. And it's now going to be 6 versus 4. The hit points still with E4D, but the cap points is not. A is captured by HLV, and Caffeine Less is trying to get back A, but I don't think it's possible. HLV has scored all 3 caps. B also getting captured. E4D, they can only kill tanks now, and if they cannot do that as soon as possible, if they cannot kill Borsorti, they would hand the win over to HLV, but they lost Tommy as well, and that means HLV will win the first game, and E4D will need to reconsider their strategies here. Definitely, I would not put the Crown Bargains to up front to defend. As you can see, they've done very little damage, less than bottom 3 damage here. Crown Wagon's best when you can unleash your clip potential and also your burst damage, and they are forced to defend head on. And that means they could only put like 3 shells in and they could only do very, very little damage. So HLV just need a really good push, and they have a good push there. So great job to HLV. So we're on to the second game on Hellas. I think E4D, I really missed their aggressive play. That worked really well. And I think on a map like Hellas, you can actually use that kind of strategy. That to say, you have a lot of terrain to work with. So I think these hold down tanks could work really well. IS4 seems to be a really strange call, to be honest with you. Knowing that T4D does not works much better when we are seeing them going very aggressive. So they're just taking a little bit more typical setup here. But I think they can absolutely try something out different here. But HLV just going to do what they're very good at. Communication and decisive rotation, and really punishing the other team for making mistakes. And E4D being a relatively new team, I'm not. They showed up on in winter season, but they didn't participate in the spring season. So I think in terms of communication and teamwork, they will be they will be at a disadvantage when we are talking about HLV, which has been in this team for at least 3 seasons. If we count winter, spring, and also the autumn season, so HLV, this team, it is to be expected that they're going to do really well and communicate really well. But E4D, they really need to be very unpredictable. So let's see what they're going to do with Arrive. Looking to get some spots in really great spots now. I think this is the tank they are missing from the last match, and this is the information they desperately need. But A will be captured by Mama, but Bullsorty will be getting B, but it's going to be Mama getting the cap first, with E4D looking to get C potentially, but they will be stopped. So it's all Blue Planet and Koyu to defend there. Hello Sonda, and E4D. I could say they can just go rush Blue Planet and enjoy solo queue and also Koyu. I'm a bit worried about the setup of HLV defending very far back. Are they able to come in quickly enough? And they drop the speed boost at a very interesting time. But E4D has pushed that line up, but Tommy has to be really careful here. He needs some support, but he can't rush it just already now. He's dropping the reactive armor. That's good. That would divert the attention, but I think they have to take out Koyu and Blue Planet very quickly. Meanwhile, from Abyss and 7710 are coming very quickly to support their teammates, but unless E4D is able to take out Blue Planet quickly enough, I think the Crown Bargains are going to be very important in shutting this rush down. And Complex My Mama now ignoring Enjoy Solo Q. Well, this is going to descend into Doc's dinner here with Tommy now dead. I think Cody is going to be down very soon. It's going to be dead as well. Blue Planet is going to be next tag down. Great call by E4D. That is what I think should be done by E4D. Great timing as well. If they have done it a little bit later, it could have gone really horribly with the Crown Vargas already there to support. But look at the Crown Vargas now, the next sorry targets for E4D receivers will know going to be taken out very quickly with Arrive now dead as well. I think this is a great game by E4D, great win right here, and HLV, nothing much can be done apart from staying as long as they could. And E4D really being very decisive here. I don't think there is something you could do about this. It's just really great timing of a push by E4D with From Abyss going to be next tank down for E4D. And that leaves Safety Zone the last person standing. So that was a much better game by E4D. And that was a great gamble, great call. And they deserve to win this one. And they have both A and C as well. And even if they couldn't kill off Safety Zone, they will win by caps. With Cavi last person stand, one shot, Safety Zone can't kill that tank off, and that tank will be killed by Complex Mind, and it's now 1-0. Well done to E4D here. And here we are, we have E4D 5 tanks doing more than 2k, HLV 3 tanks doing more than 2k. And we are now on to Naval Frontier, which can be a good map for both teams. You saw HLV working really well with the clipping tank, so are we going to see double 50Bs by HLV? They really like that, they really like double 50Bs actually. So I want to see them playing this set of tanks. Oh, come on. No, please don't do that. 1 army, 2 army, 3 army. That would be bad news. No, please no. Meanwhile, meanwhile we have E4D. This map is also relatively mobile as well. So I would say they can really make use of some medium or lights and also some clipping tanks as well. But they're going they're going to take a very interesting setup. Quintuple T135s and a double 50B. I don't know what to make about this, but this is going to be a make or break strategy. The make strategy is that they are able to get really aggressive over to the northwestern corner. The break side would be that they have no medium select. So who is going to be the tank getting information on when they have to defend, or I don't know. If they aren't able to get an early advantage at this they could be under loads of trouble. I have to say this, and HLV, obviously, the 50Bs, it's a very unexpected call by HLV, who knows that HLV will be taking a 50B, right? Double 50B, I mean. A 50B, let alone 2, so, you know, HLV always has something that we don't expect, but I mean, it's pretty predictable, you know. If you have followed my streams for a long enough time, you know they love 50Bs. So we have E4D now. Oh, Tommy taking a hit. But I don't think E4D is able to make a big push though, because HLV is also at the same area, but I don't think that would be a great idea for E4D to go straight in, because 2 E5s, I think it's going to be a very bad idea. 3 versus 2 potentially, but look at E4D now barreling in. They have to rescue Tommy and Mama here. Tommy's now 1 shot already, and E4D just only managed to get into Blue Planet with Tommy already dead. Mama dropping the reactive armor. I think that was a very premature call by E4D. Mama taking a lot of hits already, with a Blue Planet going to be the focus, and well, I have no idea what to say about this. But they have lost 2 tanks already within 1 minute and 20 seconds, and Blue Planet is going to go down. But it has taken E4D quite a long time to do so with LGBT dropping the active armor. E4D looks a little bit spread out and a little bit unconsolidated at the moment, with Blue Planet finally dead, but at the expense of 2 tanks and a hit point disadvantage of more than 2,000 damage hit points there. So it's a good call by E4D. I think that was too much of a gamble here, and it really didn't pay off though. And from my best, with Kevin less now dead, LGBT is now going to be really low now. With Papa is now going to die under the hands of From Abyss, and with the double 50Bs now, the last 2 tanks remaining here. Papa dead, LGBT dead, HLV. I think they will be wondering what is going on this match, to be honest with you. E4D, they really need the information at the start first before making a move, because that was just playing into the cards of HLV, and that is not what you want to do when you're playing tournaments. You really want to know where the enemy tanks are before you make a move like that. It didn't really pay off, sorry to say, but hopefully they're going to change something up in the next one, and really be patient because this is not what you'll be expecting from that, because this is not something that I would say 7-star Mercy would do. They at least would know where the tanks are positioned before they make a play like that. And also when you're taking tanks like T125 and not clipping tanks, really talking about the clipping potential, you don't have that clipping potential, you can't really kill a tank very quickly, despite you have tanks with relatively good DPM. I mean, it took them really long to kill off Blue Planet though, and that's just a really, this is a game that I think E4D needs to reconsider how they're going to approach when all the other tanks of the other team are going to where they are trying to push, because you can't push into a side where it is heavily fortified. So hopefully they're going to change something up in the next one. And we have some nice circus music, and now we're going to be seeing HLV Double 50 Beast by 7710 and Koyu, Double Crown by Bull Sortie, and From Abyss enjoy solo kill in the mouse, Blue Planet IS4 and Safety Zone, Vicus Light. E4D is going with Triple IS4s by LGBT Mama and Catherine Papa, T125, Complex Mind, Crown Vargan, Tommy in the IS4 with Arrived in the AMX 50B. Oh, Tommy's going to be playing in the mouse. And Arrived is going to change into another tag potentially. Nope. They are going to remain in the 50B. LGBT now changing into the crown. I don't know. E4D has to make their mind up. It seems they are very discombobulated at the moment. Have they figured out which tanks to take? they're swapping. They're swapping from time to time. They just couldn't make their mind up. And I know it's a match point to HLV now, but E4D have they made their mind up now? Okay, now they're going to take. Oh, come on, seriously, stop, get some help. Tommy, LGBT, and Kathy, Triple IS4s, Complex Smile, Papa, Double Crown arrive in the 50B and Mama in the mouse, and it's going to be an interesting one. But they have to change something up from the last one. Last game was not a good game from them. And they are not taking any mediums or lights still. With HLV still persisting with the Vicus Light, I like that from HLV. And I do think HLV will be making use of that Vicus Light to their utmost advantage. So let's follow Safety Zone for now. They're going to get a lot of spots. Ooh. Overshot a little bit, probably because of pain. Didn't shoot anything because they didn't want to get spotted, but already they got spotted. So Arrived, put a great shot into Safety Zone. Has to be really careful, but HLV, they know E4D is very aggressive, so they are approaching this very passively at the start. And Mama maybe looking to get B at the start as well, or maybe she is going to go past B. And this is what she's doing actually. Not sure if HLV is realizes this, but potentially she could get pinced hard. But the Safety Zone is going to get C. That would initiate response from HLV to E40 to make a push, but Safety Zone just went past C. This is becoming a big brawl fest once again. But the mouse has to stay alive for long enough. But Arrive is really far back there. I'm not sure if they could get some shots in. I mean, But Ball Saute, the focus fire from E4D, it needs to be on point now because they are focusing different targets at different times. But I mean, so is HLV actually. But Ball Saute is now dead. Blue Planet might be the next tank down. They have to focus this tank out, but Mama is also dead. E4D needs to focus fire. They're not doing very well in that respect, and HLV is also not the very best in the focus fire at the moment. And Complex Mind is going to go down soon, and they really need to take out Blue Planet. Great shot by Papa, and ARWV, great shot into Blue Planet. And LGBT is holding on, preventing Koyu from getting some shots in because he has a full clip and now puts great shell into Complex Mind. Another great shell into Koyu by LGBT, but Complex Mind needs to stay safe. It's now 5 vs 4. The hit points are with HLV at the moment. LGBT is going to put a great shell into Koyu, and that is the case. A high roll that is. And ARWV has come in to support. Complex Mind is now dead, but the safety zone is now going to shut down. Papa potentially arrived, puts a great killing shell to Koyu, but Enjoy Soluki is going to go really aggressively, and Papa is tracked, so he can't go down to shut down from Abyss. And safety zone will be looking to mop up Papa here, and he's going to. Oh, that was a big bounce there. Papa is now killed, and that leaves 2 tanks remaining for E4D, and LGBT is going to go down to 7710. And Crown Vargan by from Abyss killed LGBT, and that will be that will leave ARWV the last person standing. So well done to HLV. The focus fire improved in the end, but it was more to do with E4D, with the lack of focus fire when they made a push to be aggressive. And you rush, you really want that focus fire to be at the top of the game. Sadly, they haven't done that. So, and I think ARWV being farther back also didn't help matters at all. But HLV really defended well in the end. The hip hop push area is really good as well. You have so really great game to E4 to HLV. Commiserations to E4D, but they are by no means a terrible team. They just need to work on obtaining information and focus fire. But I really like their ideas. I really like their decisiveness and aggression. That should remain. That should be continued. But really, a focus fire that needs a lot. Needs a lot of improvement, and also obtaining information. That's also very important. And that sometimes could mean a great push, or push that is going to not work totally because the other team's just in positions to shut you down. So well done HLV, safety zone, killing 4 tanks, doing more than 4,000 damage. Definitely man of the match here. So well done. This is it. Do we have other matches to follow? I don't think so. I'm going to say we have any updates. Right. Okay, so that means HLV has secured a spot in the grand final and also qualified to the next group stage. Meanwhile, we have RN versus ARWV. We don't know the result yet. RM versus DTG. We don't know the result yet, so we'll wait. And we have the Feast against PGMT and DST versus NQE7. Don't think results are on the websites as well. I mean, not even the results of the last one as well. Of the as well. Oh, we'll wait. We'll wait for results for the upper bracket final, and then while we do that, I'm gonna play some matches on the EU server. So a few matches, and then we'll probably know the results of other grand final, of other upper bracket final. And I got some resources, so I will play in the tortoise, but I can't get the Sheridan missile because I can't play in any game mode here, so probably I will miss that birthday. But I will get some containers. They are very important, a staple of this game. To say lots of the feather mark ones. Hopefully they didn't get eviscerated. Holy mackerel. Get out. Oh no, we lost the tank. The ARWV one probably needs to run away, but I'm there to probably support you, so please, 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 still block my view. Oh god, why have you done this to me? Yeah, for some reason, can't get it. Oops, but that is looking really bad now. I can't even get a shot in. That is even more embarrassing. Yes, thank you. It's a loss. We lost tanks too quickly already. But that defender mark one can be really great, really good. And also, Tortoise is just getting heavily power creep now that the new line's been released. I just can't play. I just can't play as well as good as before. After that, really, after the update. So, I blame that. And Tortoise can be a hard tank to play. It wasn't that bad, but after that release, it was really bad. Don't know why. I just can't play it the same way as before. Yeah, there is no balance. I agree. I think that it's horrendously. It's not. There is a big imbalance here. I could only put one in and miss a lot of other shells. But anyway, let's continue. Okay, we have results already. We have Feast 3-0 against PGMT, DST 3-0 against NQV7, HLV 3-1 against E4D, and DTG 3-1 against RN. So the teams through the next round will be Feast, DST, HLV, and DTG. So don't know what happened to RN. That was a big upset right here. But congratulations to our to DTG, HLV, DST, and Feast. One of the qualifiers, one of the participants in the qualifying round is already through to the next stage, and it's going to be really interesting to see what's going to happen there tomorrow as we follow up lower bracket first round and final. Right, so we're going to play one more game in Tortoise, and I'm going to go. Oh, they're going right. God bless me if I could do it on the right, because really this tank, the hatch is big, and really not that good of an armor. We are getting drawn against tier 10. Ah, already dead. That was very quick, within a minute. They had to say hello to the garage already. So that's always an interesting thing to see. Oh, I'm wrecked. Hello. There. Kronwagen, would you let me just turn my tank? Thank you. Next to, we have the car monster. And that was just a walkover now. Yeah, I'm going to go for next tank. Hopefully Desta will, oh, Desta is AFK. Thank you. And then that's it for my stream tonight. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for more games in the Wars Asia tournament. Until next time, we're getting a lot of missions done already, so bye for now.